evening, everyone. Welcome to our virtual band parade tonight. It is Saturday night. So we're still here entertaining you all. And of course, this weekend is dedicated totally to cancer research and raising funds. So I have an update to you all. So the chair of the Ballymoney Committee for Cancer Research UK had contacted me this morning to pass on his thanks to all of you who were so kind to donate, and also to the bands who have been in contact with him individually, giving him checks and donations and all that kind of stuff. And at the moment he has, I think it's £320 from checks from bands, and he knows that there's more of those coming in. And when you add that to roughly what we know we got donations of last week, we're talking around, we thought we had or last week, we think we had about 400 odd pounds there. So we're coming close to £1,000. So thank you all so much for being so generous. For those of you who were missing last night for various reasons, though they weren't good enough as a reason, let's face it. But if you were missing last night, please donate generously to this very worthwhile cause. Roy will have a stream constantly going across the page, and you simply send a text to 70810 and you put Ballymoney, all capitals, then no space, and the amount you want to give, whether it's £3, £5, £10, £20, or even £30. We are grateful for everything that you can afford to give. It will come out of, if you're pay-as-you-go, it will come out of your balance. If you're an account customer, you know what you pay every month, then it will come off your bill at your next bill. Okay, so as always, we are going to start off with the two bands who should have had their parade today, as well as Ballymoney Cancer Research itself. So the first band who would have been parading this evening are Clockwork Protestant Boys, and this is a fantastic clip picked by Lisa, and it's from Portadown True Blues Parade in 2016. We remind you there, folks, of exactly where we're here tonight and what we're trying to do. We are, of course, trying to spend last night and tonight raising money for cancer research. Tonight would normally have been the Cancer Research Charity Parade in Ballymoney, and they do fantastic work both there and in Garva. And funny, Mervyn was telling me this morning that they're also, where did he tell me? Sorry, I was doing a puzzle at the time he rang, Mervyn, so they all got scribbled down in the side of the puzzle book. There also used to be a Cancer Research Parade in Armoy as well. So Armoy and Bushmills no longer exist, but the Garva and the Ballymoney ones are still going strong, some years better than others, but I've come up with an idea. So many of you have touted the idea of, because I'm always saying that you guys could walk past me in the street and I wouldn't know yous at all. And we've always, like, we know ones have touted an idea about, all meeting up or something like that. So I've got an idea. So we can't play any brass bands tonight because none of the brass bands go to Ballymoney Cancer Research. And there's a lot of you are saying they've never been to this parade or never done this parade. So let's remedy that. I propose that next year we all go to Ballymoney Cancer Research. All you guys who are in brass bands, get your bands down for the night. All you guys who like Shankill Road Defenders and East Belfast Protestant Boys. And
Are they brass bands? Are they brass bands?
No, they're not brass bands, but they've never been to Ballymoney Cancer Research. Come next year and we'll all meet up, and Roy and I and Lisa will stand at a particular spot, and then you all have to come and say hello to us, okay? How does that sound? That sound like an idea?
Only if you bring the bacon butties.
Huh?
Only if you bring the bacon butties.
You don't want to eat anything I cook, Roy.
Oh, that's true. That's very, very true. I forgot about that.
Really don't. So, going to read out a few text messages or whatever they are. So, it's just saying hi to everyone. So, Alan Knox, hi to you. Joan Strawbridge, looking forward to another great evening. I hope so, Joan. I hope you're enjoying this. I love watching old clips, so I'm good. Joshua Morris, Alan McGraw, Jean Kerr, Edward Fellows. Edward, you're my favourite person in the world last night because you said I wasn't old enough to be in a video clip from 1994. Jennifer McAllister and all at Craig and E. Rebecca Marks. Rebecca, you me's finished. That's it. We are done and dusted. You abandoned us last night for football. Just not good enough. Roberta Baird is watching with Eddie. Eddie Torney, is it worth asking tonight? I'm sorry, Eddie, but if your band, if Ballyhalbert come to Ballymoney Cancer Research next year, then I don't have that excuse any longer. And then if this ever happens again, then I can show you. How's that? That's perfect. Perfect. Solves all the problems. Ian Nicholson's watching Keith Weir from Dromore, County Down. Keith Allison, Muriel. Kenny Dummigan's watching as always. Amy and Denise are tuned in from a very wet coke. Harry MacArthur is watching and from Glasgow as always. Ian Gordon. Keith Walker, Melvin Colley, David Kears. Oh, lovely to see you on, David. Carl is watching from Soggy, Tyrone. Muriel says hi to my adopted son, Roy.
Hi, adopted mum, and hi, adopted sister, Shirley.
Just don't mind me, like.
Hi, Ronnie Hyman.
Hi. This is I can't be arsed doing anything with it. Look, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad it looks as if there was a lot of effort put into it, because there wasn't. Davy Semple's watching for a very wet Macro Phelps. Stephen Campbell in Glasgow. Amanda Baird's watching June Clyde. Hiya, June. Hopefully there'll be lots of clips of the Vow on here tonight. Love to Jimmy Morrow. Davy Bird is watching. Alex Hutton. Mark Anderson, Gilbert Lighton. Hiya, Gilbert. Loads of clips last night of Balrasheen and hopefully more tonight. Eddie Torney says, no more close-ups of Roy, please. I agree, Eddie. That's cruel. It is absolutely cruel to do that to people. Morris is watching from a soggy Korean. David says, evening, everyone. Victoria and I just donated £20. Well, I hope, David, that was £20 each. Yes? Because you both watch separately. So therefore, 20 quid each seems fair. We're worth it. We're worth it. I'm only joking. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who has donated. The other band who had been having a parade today, during the day, were a Huckle Loyal Sons of William. And this is them playing on the 12th day this year when they did a wee quick tour of the village to keep everyone happy. have to admit, I have literally just laughed out loud for, well, two reasons, actually. First of all, I have a delay on what I'm watching. So I literally just saw his lordship's visage staring at me there when I switched off my mic, which was a scary sight, I have to say. And secondly, David says that Victoria has just shouted up the stairs and told him to get his hand in his pocket and get the money out. That is brilliant. Well done, Victoria. I like your thinking. But honestly, we are so grateful to everyone that has donated. We think we're going to achieve roughly about £1,000, which is fantastic and more than I could ever have dreamed of. However, I'm now getting greedy. I'm not getting greedy, and I would like us all to try and aim for 2,000. Do you think could we do it? Like, if everybody's really, really good, and if anyone that hasn't donated already could remember to donate tonight. Remember why we're here. We're collecting for cancer research for the Ballymoney branch. So there is a number going across the bottom of your screen. The number is 70810. So you just have to send a text to 70810. Okay.
And we're also aware that a few people are having problems sending the text message off. And because people will have a premium lock on their phone, which doesn't allow them to call or text premium numbers. But we've come up with a little mini solution to help combat it at the moment. Valerie's going to use her PayPal address. So if anybody's got PayPal, they can send Valerie the money, and then Valerie will send a text on your behalf to the charity. That way we're not missing people's other people's money. And getting money raised for them. Or if anybody knows somebody else that can text, then give them the money and let them text. And no excuses for why you can't send money off.
And I promise I will donate it all to the number. And then at the end of the month, when my mobile phone bill comes in, I'm going, what on earth is the why is it so big? Because all your donations will be on it. So hopefully, I think it's paypal.me/Valerie Quinn. I'll figure it out and I'll put it in the comments anyway, or I'll put it somewhere. But we'll get it sorted with. If you want to donate, we are only too happy to accommodate you. So Roy interrupted before I got reading it all. It is 70810 is the number that you're texting, okay? So 70810, and then your text of your text message should be Ballymoney, all in capitals, and then no spaces and a number. And the number is the pounds that you want to donate. So it could be 3, or it could be 5, or it could be 10, or it could be 20, or it could be 30, and make me really, really happy. I will be over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. I'm over the moon at coming near £1,000, but if we manage to achieve £2,000, I will be walking in there. So let's go for it. Let's aim for it. Aim high. Now, a few other texts to read out. Angela Collins, hope you're keeping well. Thank you very much, Angela. We are. Anne and Ronnie are watching in Port Rush. Robin Miller is watching. Robin is, of course, on the committee for the cancer research. So, Robert, keep your fingers crossed. We're hoping, Robin, keep your fingers crossed. We're hoping everybody keeps donating. Oh, Robert Goldsmith just donated again. Oh, thank you. Oh, see, you're all so good. Carl Porter, I think I've mentioned you, Carl. Jordan Winton asked, could he have a birthday shout out for Philip Miller for his birthday today? Yes, so let me know all the birthdays. We forgot to do the birthdays last night because we just didn't have time. So I'm going to note that. Jim Laughlin is watching. Billy King, Roy Patterson, Lisa is watching. Hiya, Lisa. You are doing a fantastic job. I would be lost without her and Roy, but don't tell him, okay? Margaret Gilmore wants me to say hello to Andy, Audrey, and Billy McBlain, our best friends, and especially Billy, as it's his birthday tomorrow. So I'll add that one in as well. Hold on now to write those down. Philip Miller. And what age is Philip? You didn't tell me what age he was going to be. We have to embarrass people on this. So it's his birthday today. If I get a load of people sending in birthdays that they're 21, I will be a bit suspicious. And Billy McBlain, his birthday's today or tomorrow. Oh my goodness. So we'll have at least a couple for birthdays later on. Eileen Dixon is watching from Money's Lane. My sister wants to know, does this mean I have another brother? Ruth Watson says need to get more bands at the Garva Cancer Research Parade as well. Absolutely. Linda Emerson is watching. Kathy Ruddle's watching from Craig Avon. John Hewitt's watching from Liverpool as well. Rebecca has sent her apologies. She said it was a one-off. I don't know. I don't know whether you're forgiven yet or not, Rebecca. Depends how generously you donate. How's that? Lena Kirkwood says the Cancer Research Parade should be supported. Absolutely. Andrew MacArthur says Weymouth Bay cruise ship day 50, 2 weeks till home. Oh, wow, that sounds fantastic. Where have you been on your cruise, Andrew? That sounds lovely. Jean Weir is watching from Ballykeel. Brian Monaghan is me and my Leslie is watching from Armagh City. Great. Eddie says that the picture of you was scary, and I have to say I totally agree. So last night we went back to 1994 and then also to 1995. I genuinely thought we would have managed to cover more than 2 videos in the one night, but we'll try and get more in. So that means I have to shut up a wee bit more. Okay. So if I'm missing your text this evening, I do apologize, purely because I'm trying to get as many videos in. So people were saying last night that there wasn't many blood and thunder, and it was right. But Ballymoney Cancer Research has always been really well supported by the accordion bands and also by the pipe bands. But tonight we're going to come bang slap up to date, and we're going to watch, first of all, the 2019 parade. And this is the most recent Ballymoney Cancer, so you'll see what you're missing. It's always really well supported by the people on the street and also the bands. And hopefully next year it's going to be even bigger, because all you guys are going to get your bands to come for the day. Come down to Portrush for the day, then end up in Ballymoney that night, and we'll all meet you there. While we're waiting on the pipe band to strike up a wee tune there, just a reminder to keep donating. And when you do donate, put a wee comment in and tell us how much you donated. We're going to try and tot up the total for us. And there is Killyless Accordion, who unfortunately, I said last night, I didn't think they were any longer with us. That's the second band that I have managed to put off the road. And I do apologise, but they are still in existence. As we can see, because this is them last year. We seem to have got the video in a bad place tonight because they're coming out of the showgrounds, Ballymoney Showgrounds, which is just up a little bit further on up the road. And if they start a tune in the showgrounds, by the time they get to the video camera, they're finished it. Oh, I thought we were going to get a wee bit of a tune there from Dunloy. I tell you what, there is some difference in tempo in Janaki Flute Band in this video than there was from the ones last night. Now, that was Killycoogan accordion band from the Old Order, and you'll also see a Killycoogan band from the Independents, both accordions. I should perhaps explain. My mum's comment is at me, because she always used to say that every time we saw a camera, we stopped so that we could pose whenever I was in the band. So that's what she's getting at. See, she's still at it. Now, this is Gary Doo, who we saw last night wearing lovely sashes. I think you should agree with me that they look much better with the white shirts and the sashes, don't they? Now, this is the Eden accordion band. You'll have heard me saying before about the red Eden and the blue Eden. This is the red Eden. Yes, the Mochis is other people are pressing. If you're not pressing, other people are pressing. So when you press, you'll see yours. And if someone else is pressing, you'll also see them. Oh, I thought we were going to get a wee tune there for the Hagels. Hopefully Raymond sees the camera and strikes up. can I just say, Roy, I had 9 packets of rainbow drops today. They were the wee tiny ones, but not that I want to rub it in. Look in first flute in their new uniforms. There, you can't complain you're not getting any blood and thunder tonight. Lots of it this evening. Just a wee reminder there of exactly what we're trying to achieve tonight. We are, of course, dedicating last night and tonight to the Ballymoney Cancer Research Parade to raise funds for them, because obviously in this time of COVID, they can't have a parade. So we're asking you all to be very, very generous and donate. You can donate. The number is running across the bottom of the screen constantly, and you text 70810 with the word Ballymoney and then the amount that you want to donate. So Ballymoney 3, Ballymoney 10, Ballymoney 20, Ballymoney 30, if you feel really generous. Roy and I haven't asked you for anything at all over the entire period that we have been doing these. So we're sort of like saying, instead of thanking us, thank us by giving your donation towards a worthy cause. I think Lisa has been telling us, so when you do donate, put a wee comment on. So Lisa is keeping a wee tally. And I think tonight so far, we have got about £110. So let's get it bigger, okay? Come on, get those pockets open. Keep donating. If you're having any troubles with the text message donation, let me know. PM me. I think my PayPal is paypal.me/Valerie Quinn. I will check that and I put it on here, but keep donating. Also, Valerie, will you tell your son to go back to his room? Put that red devil thing off the screen, you idiot. Get that off. Get that off. Oh, dear. Now, what was I saying? You've lost me. I lost a train of thought. Yes, we are collecting for cancer, so please do give generously. Now, we're going to go back a few years again, and I think this time we will go to 2011. So remember to keep, when you do donate, put your text in the comments so Lisa can keep a wee tally. Mervyn this morning did say that he hoped that the They would be able to give him the total for the weekend by Monday-ish, he thinks. So as soon as I hear, I post it on and you'll know. But let's get that total as high as we can. We're going to aim for 2,000, okay? If we can get £2,000, I'm going to be so uber excited. But please, please give generously. It's such a worthy cause. So we're going to go to 2011. Roy, have you our video ready for us for 2011? We do indeed. So let's sit back and watch the cancer research in Ballymoney Parade in 2011. Thank you to all of you who are donating. It is such a worthwhile cause, and please do keep donating. We want to try and get as much for the cause as we can, because we obviously can't have a parade this year. And it's great to see you all being so generous, and we really do appreciate it. If you are still having problems with the text message donation, you can try sending it via PayPal if you do have PayPal. I've just added the PayPal link for anyone that is having problems with text message. can hear from Roy's end is the fistling of papers, and it's really, really loud. You're very polite there, Lisa, saying crowd pleasers. My mum used to call us just posers. She wasn't polite about it at all.
100% agree, just posers.
Right. reminder there once again what we are collecting for this weekend. We are collecting for cancer research, and your donations are really, really appreciated. Lisa, what sort of total are we at tonight? Lisa has been keeping a wee tally for us on the background. Now, the last time we got it, it was 110, but I know there has been donations since that. So, Lisa, I'll bring me up to date. And then, of course, the Cancer Research Committee will let us know early in the week, and then I can let you guys all know as well. So please keep donating. We want to try and raise as much money for a wonderful fund as we possibly can. There's very few of us who don't know someone who's been affected by cancer and whose family haven't been affected for it. So it's a fantastic cause. You can do it one of two ways. You can text to 70810, and then the contents of your text message should be Ballymoney, all caps, and then no space, and a number. And the number is the amount that you want to donate. So you could do Ballymoney 3, Ballymoney 5, Ballymoney 10, Ballymoney 20, Ballymoney 30, which would be fantastic. We're going to try. Oh, it would be lovely if we could get £2,000. It would be so fantastic. I know we've definitely got 1,000, so that is brilliant. And thank you all so much. It is much more than I ever expected, but now I'm getting greedy. Okay, I want us to get 2,000. I want to be able to make up some difference from what they would normally be on this day. Last year they would normally collect around 13,000. So this is only a small
£115 tonight.
Brilliant. Now, to keep encouraging you to donate, we would normally be stopping at this time, but what do you think, Roy? Will we do one more?
Yeah, well, let someone in the audience pick a year.
Okay, who will be picked, Lisa? Name someone that you've seen donating. Lisa will let us know, and then you can let us know what year you want us to feature. So you can have anything. So we've done 2019, we've done 2011, we have done
1994, 1995.
Yeah, so we've done 1994 and 1995. So you've got a pretty good range in between that there. There's a couple of years not missing. So who will we get to pick it, Lisa? Colin Black, Lisa says. Colin Black, are you listening? Text a year there. Tell us what year you want to play. And of course, if your text message isn't working, because I think some people maybe have, blockers for these premium numbers. If your text is working there, I have put my PayPal on there. Oh yes, that is what I'm going to show you now. So Samuel Cranston and William McMillan, you both had donated £10 each, and there should be your two donations that's gone through. The £20 is Denise Gordon, who sent me £20 earlier on today, and then the £30 is mine from last night, just in case anybody doubted me. So that's them all donated. So anyone else that wants to send it to PayPal, you can use my PayPal account, which is on there, but text message is the easiest. If you are pay-as-you-go, it will come off your balance. If you are an account contract customer, then it will come out of your bill at the end of next month. So I'm going to have a very large telephone bill and be wondering why at the end of the month. So have we got a year from Colin as yet?
No. So we'll just let the first person to type a year in.
Yes. Not Greedy Edward says, if all followers donate at £3, have a few shillings in the pot. Indeed, because there's 155 people online watching us at this moment. So get donating. I'm going to become Bob Geldof. Give us your money. I think he swore, didn't he? Well, we'll not go that far. But give us your money. We want your money for a wonderful cause.
That makes a change for you.
Sorry?
That makes a change for you, not swearing?
Yes. Robert Goldsmith has come in there and said 2001. So let's go for 2001 is quite a small year. It's only about a 15-minute video. But we could do it. We'll definitely do it. We could maybe fit in two small ones then. Right, Colin, get you thinking of your next year. 2014 is another small one, so we could fit two small ones in before 10 o'clock. Okay, so this is 2001. Just takes Roy a wee minute. He's old and it takes him longer to do these things than, us young pups.
Okay, you do it. You do it. You put it. You're gonna you do it.
We could have bands on here. Come on.
You do it. You get it on.
Oh, you see mayonnaise, they're so huffy. Hagels, other son on lead tip there for the Hagels, with very, very long sideburns. Brian Goody, you do not deserve a tune played for your birthday because I played Black Skull for you last night. Where were you? That means you weren't watching. Tut, tut, tut. Nice to see a wee clip of the Causeway. Brilliant band in their day. Hopefully they'll get it back in the road again. Somebody was asking about the number of parades. Well, there's 43, but then when you consider the Parades Commission takes all the feeder parades and counts them as separate parades, and there's like 20 on the 12th day alone, so you can take those out. So if you were taking just band parades, you're talking Verdon, Vow, Tullipans, Dunloy, Dunachie, Hegels, then you've got your Burning Lundy Parade, you have your Remembrance Sunday Parade, and then you also have the Cancer Parade and a pile of orange parades in among that as well. So there's a lot of parades in Ballymoney, but I remember looking one time, I don't think they're the most paraded town, but they're really well up there. Just see two more donations in there from David Baird and Leonard McAllister. You have both donated £20, so I will get those sent in the text messages right now. I very nearly did it again. I very nearly forgot about birthdays. So let's wish a big happy birthday to Philip Miller, who is 20 today. Happy birthday, Philip. And that comes in from Jordan Winton. Also to Billy I can't read my own writing. Billy McBlair or Billy McBlain. Sorry, Billy. Sorry. Who is 26 tomorrow. And that comes from Margaret and Billy Gilmore and also Audrey and Andy, your mum and dad. And then Keith Weir wants to wish Rebecca Gardiner a great big happy birthday as well. So happy birthday to you all and happy birthday to anyone else that we maybe missed last night. Apologies for that. I was just getting too carried away with the videos. And if you have your birthday coming up this week, happy birthday. And if you had it last week, happy birthday. But this is from us all. I'm trying to send.
She wasn't quick enough getting the text message sent.
I'm trying to send text message. So there is the first one of those 20s away. Ballymoney 20. There is the second of those. So, gentlemen, there is your two. Oh, hopefully you can see that there. That's your two texts, your two £20 there from David Baird and Leonard McAllister. So that's your donations in as well. So that's another 40. Lisa, where are we at in terms of total? Lisa, put a comment on, I'll miss it.
Oh. Causeway is parading. Excuse me. Causeway is parading in Bush Mills next Saturday at 2:00.
Oh, well done. Oh, Mark Anderson says, happy birthday to Samuel Martin from Moneymore. It was your birthday on Wednesday. Yes, Colin, there was absolutely used to be bigger numbers of bands came to the Cancer Parades back in the day, but we are going to make next year absolutely massive, aren't we? Because all of you guys in the brass bands, I would die ticket seeing 4 or 5 silver bands coming down Ballymoney Main Street, and the crowd would love it. You would be really, really appreciate it. And when I spoke to Mervyn today and I says, it would be great if we could get all these guys and these silver bands to go down. They said they would absolutely love to have you and that you are more than welcome. Absolutely. So I remind you all this time, well, about a month before this time next year, and we can all meet up next year at Ballymoney Cancer Research.
But if it coincides with Clocker's Parade, I might be there instead.
I don't know that anybody will come to see you, Roy.
Oh, that's fine.
They'd be coming to see the silver bands and Shanglewood Defenders. Davey is going to get Shanglewood Defenders to come, and we'll try and get Pride of Main, Ballykeel. We'll try and get all of those bands and make it a massive, massive parade. That will be absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, where was we?
Well, we need a year. We need a year, folks.
Right. I'm going to choose a year. We'll choose, and because it is 10 to 10, where does the hours go? Where does the time go? We'll choose a nice wee short one. We will choose 2014 because that's only about 50 minutes long. So it's one of the years that was smaller for the Cancer Research Parade, but the White Army will be there as always because they never miss. And Mummy, will you please stop falling out with people just because they say bad things about the White Army? My mother's terrible. I can seriously remember, and this is no word I lie. I can remember coming parading in Dunloy and coming to the top of the hill and looking down, and there was my mother and sister arguing with a policeman, much, much taller than they were. And I thought, oh, I'm going to have to go and bail these two out before the end of the day. So she is joking, Colin. Funny, she had to actually ask my dad, did Loch and Ray used to be a flute band? So he says, yes, they did. But it must be a long, long time ago because I remember when I was just learning the accordion. So I was about 14. So I went to Loch and Ray for one night. I have to admit, I didn't go back again. And they were accordion at that stage. And I can only ever remember them as accordion. But then again, I'm only 21. So, Okay, this is the year 2014 Ballymoney Cancer Research. Please, please, please keep donating. Keep donating. The number is 70810. Send your text message, Ballymoney, all one word, capital letters, just to be on the safe side, and then a number after it with no spaces. 3, 5, 10, 20, 30, whatever you can afford, but it is all gratefully received. What are we at, Lisa? Did you put a wee comment on to see where we're at money-wise?
Somebody else donated, so Lisa's asked them how much they had donated so we can get the total put on. It was Gareth Smith donated. So Gareth, you just let us know how much you donated. It's not, we're not being nosy. We don't. Oh no, we don't know. It's just
care.
We don't care if it was £3 or £30. As long as some money was donated, that's the main
all we care
thing
about.
is. So we're at 260 for this evening.
Oh, brilliant! And so can we get up to 300 then? Before we go on. Let's see. So that just needs
Colin,
2 people to donate
£21.
I think Colin was laughing at the fact that I said I was 21.
Oh.
But
I'm laughing at that too. That's
keep donating. Let's get up to 400. Go off there. So this is the final deal for this evening. This is 2014. It's nice to be short one, so we'll get it fit in hopefully before 10 o'clock. Just want to give a shout out, Davey. Thanks for letting us know. There were a group of sponsored walkers who raised over £5,000. They did their sponsored walk today in Ballymoney. Well done to them all, which is fantastic. And I'll tell you after that. So that is at the end of our show tonight. So Lisa, what's our final total? If you can give me that just about, because we've had a flurry there of more donations. Just thank you. All I can say is thank you so much. I just am absolutely stunned by your generosity and just so thankful that you have been so kind and so generous for such a worthy charity. And I know that the committee of the Ballymoney Cancer Research branch are also really, really thankful and really do thank you for it. So hopefully next year we can all meet up in Ballymoney. We'll see a load of new bands. I'm so glad that some of you seen bands tonight that you have never seen before. Someone said it is very much a North Antrim thing, and that's true. North Antrim, even some of the Coleraine bands weren't at it, and hopefully maybe next year we'll see some of you guys at it as well. And definitely, I am so looking forward to seeing some of the silver. In the earlier years, there used to be a lot more pipe bands, and there's less pipe bands. I think those recent years, you probably noticed there was less pipe bands attending it. But it'll be great if we could get some silver bands next year and some more pipe bands, and just a lot more bands in general. Some wonderful melody bands from Belfast would be great, solid. But thank you all for your generosity.
And to answer my adopted mother, yes, the text lines are always open on that, so you can you can donate at any time.
400 quid this evening. Oh, thank you all so much. That is fantastic. Thank you. I am like, that's between last night and tonight, that's over £1,000 just from you guys alone. Thank you so much. Thank you also to all the bands who have contacted Mervyn and the team separately, and I know there was over 300 and something from that there as well. I can't find my note for it there, but thank you so much. I am just so grateful. But I'm afraid after all of that, I have a little bit of bad news for you. We're going to take a weekend off. So next Friday and Saturday night, you're going to have to listen to somebody else ranting and raving at the end of a screen. But we will be back the following weekend. We absolutely will. Roy is heading up to Mourne next Friday night, so he will be in Kilkeel. If any of you are in Kilkeel watching Mourne Young Defenders, I think they're laying a wreath. Is that right, Roy?
I think so. I'm going to be down at the car park where they start, down by the shoreline, and then hopefully, if weather permits, I'm going to try and get drone footage the whole way up that big long, I can't remember what the name of the road is.
Esplanade, is it?
Yeah, the big double wide road. It's really wide, and there's no sort of over thing, so I can get the drone, hopefully get the drone footage the whole way up that.
He's going to try and go live for us. We hope so. We'll share that if Roy manages it. And then of course the Saturday should be Derry Day. Again, another one we're going to miss, and it's always been my favourite big day of the whole lot, but we're going to miss it. But again, Roy's going to be out and about and I'm going to try and catch a couple of bands myself during the day and put them on live as well.
Thank you, Josh. It's called Knockcree Avenue.
There you go. So thank you all for being so generous. I really do appreciate it. You have been wonderful company both 2 nights. The text messages will stay open. There will be absolutely an opportunity for you. And please do share the messages from the Facebook page and encourage others to donate to such a worthwhile cause. I mean, we've all been touched by it. So that's it from me and Roy tonight.
Mark,
and also from Lisa.
Just to answer Mark Anderson there, no, well, there won't be any of this sort of show next week, but if you keep an eye on the Ulster Bands forum page, Pictures on Parade, and Lisa LUSB, if I go live, Valerie and Lisa are going to share it out as well, and if they see any bands, they're going to do the same, and it'll be shared out, so it'll be across the 3 pages. You should see some bands.
Hopefully we'll manage to capture some for you anyway. It maybe won't be as many as it would have been. Well, it certainly won't be as many as it would have been if we had been up in Londonderry. But
and then the following Friday, I'm sure Valerie will come up with the idea sometime between now and then that we'll do a Derry Day special and show clips from the bands from Derry Day.
It's very nice of you, Roy, to tell me what ideas I'm going to have between now and then. That's so kind of you.
Spending the last number of weeks with you, I'm starting to read your mind.
come up with the mad ideas, and Roy and Lisa make it happen. That's the basic, the way this partnership works, and it works well. So thank you all for being with us tonight and last night. We have loved having you with us. We have been so grateful for your generous donations, and I know the committee are, as I said, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time. Hope you don't miss us too much. I think I'm going to find it so strange not talking to you guys next Friday and Saturday night. So I definitely will miss you. Hopefully you will miss us. But in the meantime, folks, stay safe, whatever you're doing next weekend, and we'll see you the following weekend.
It was when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their ardent zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth, high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a fou de joie to Henry victory won, come prime and load and see you get charge into your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full, there's nothing can surpass. There's naught expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.